Hey guys, what's up? So we are solving another interesting problem today. So the problem is given a number n, we have to tell how many times 1 appear in its binary representation. So we have to tell how many times 1 appear in the binary representation of that number. For example, the given number is 5. So the binary representation of 5 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So my output should be 2. Let's say for n equals 7 and for n equals 15. So here my output is 1, 1, 1. Sorry, my binary representation is 1, 1, 1. So my output will be 3. And for 15, my binary representation will be this. And the output will be 4 because there are 4 ones. So given a number n, we have to tell how many times 1 appear in its binary representation. So actually 1 is also called set bit. So you can also say this problem as calculate number of set bits in a number, in binary representation of a number. So set bit is nothing, it is just 1. 1 is called set bit. Okay, so this problem can also be asked in this fashion also. Calculate the number of set bits in binary representation of a number. So any idea how we can solve it? So we have to use bitwise operators to solve this problem. So suppose n equals 7. So what is the binary representation of 7? 0, 0, 0 and 1, 1 and 1. So what I will do, first of all, I will take number and 1. Okay, take number and 1. So binary representation of 1 is 1 and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we have to take AND. So since it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, so output will be 0, 0, 0 and 0. Because if you remember the AND, only 1 and 1 will give me 1. Otherwise, all other cases will give me 0. So if there is 1, 0, output is 0. Now let us focus what will be my output here. So my output is 1 and 1 is 1. Now convert this number into decimal. So 1. Okay. So n and 1 is giving me 1. Now I will update the number. What I will do, I will shift the number towards right. So number equals number right shift 1. So my number will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1. So this is my updated number. Again I will take number and 1. So here I am having 1, rest all are 0. We have to take AND. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 1 and 1 is 1. So I am getting 1 again. Now I will update the number again. Number is equals to number right shift 1. So number equals number right shift 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1. Now we have to take number and 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1. We have to take AND. So this will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 1 and 1 is 1. Again remember 1. Now we again right shift the number. So number equals number right shift 1. So it will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So number becomes 0, stop. Number becomes 0, stop. And now we will see how we will calculate our output. So here you can see 1, 1, and 1. Add them. My output is 3. So in binary representation of 7, you can see 1 appeared 3 times. Okay, so this is the logic. Let's try our logic for one more case. Suppose n equals 5. So what is the binary representation of 5? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Take AND with 1. So number and 1. So this is the binary representation of 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. We have to take AND. So since this is 0, 0, this is 0, 0, this is 0, 0, this is 0, 0. Because only 1 and 1 is 1, rest all are 0. Now take 1 and 1 is 1. So remember 1 here. Now I will update my number equals number, right shift 1. So shift the number towards right. So 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0. And now number and 1. So this is 1. And we have to take AND. So since this is 0, since this is 0, since this is 0, since this is 0. Now if AND of 1 and 0 will also be 0 because only 1 and 1 is 1. Otherwise all are 0. So this number is giving me 0. Again right shift the number by 1. So my number will become 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1. And number and 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. We have to take and 1, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So it is giving me 1. Now if you will shift one more time number towards right, it will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which is 0. So it will become 0, hence I will stop. Now add all these. 1 plus 0 plus 1 gives me 2. You can see here binary representation. In binary representation of 5, output should be 2 and I am getting 2. Now one last example. Number is 1. Okay, so binary representation of 1 is 0, 0, 0 and let's say 1. And we have to take number and 1. So 0, 0, 0, 1. Take AND. So since this is 0, 0, since this is 0, 0, since this is 0, 0, and here I will get 1. Convert the number into decimal, I will get 1. Number equals number, right shift 1. So if you will shift the number towards right, it will become 0. I will stop. And this is my answer. Okay. So what I will do, I will take a variable int count equals 0. Initially my variable count will contain 0. What is count? Count is how many times 1 appear. Okay, so count variable will store how many times 1 appear in the binary representation of a number. So int count equals 0. How many times I have to run the loop while number is greater than 0. And what I have to do, I have to take AND of number. Okay, so count equals count plus number and 1. Okay, so this value will either be 1 or this value will either be 0. There are no other possibilities. Okay, either it will be 0, either it will be 1. And then we will update our number equals number, right shift 1. Finally we will see out count. Okay, so I am saying that there are only two possibilities. Either this number will be 0 or the number that we will get is 1. If this number is 0, it will not have any effect on count variable. It will not have any effect on my variable count, because if you add 0 to a number, it will remain same. But if it is 1, that means count will be incremented by 1. Now why I am saying that the number will either be 0 or the number will either be 1? Because I am taking AND with 1. Okay, so here binary representation of 1 is 1 and rest all are 0. Suppose this is binary number, and if you take AND, it doesn't matter whether x is 0 or 1. These 4 bits are going to be 0 only. Only this bit is the deciding bit. Okay, so if x is 1, I will get 1 here. If x is 0, I will get 0 here. And if you will convert If you will convert this number to decimal, it is 1. If you convert this number to decimal, it is 0. So there are only two possibilities. Either I will get 1, either I will get 0. If I am getting 0, there is no effect on count variable. If I am getting 1, that means that here I was having 1 and 1 means set bit, and we have to calculate the set bit only. So it will be added to my variable count. Okay, so that is the logic. So what is the logic? Logic is very simple. Just shift the number towards right and take AND with the last digit. Take AND with the last digit. If last digit is 1, I will get 1 and count will be incremented. If the last digit is 0, I will get 0 and 0 and 1, 0 and 1 will be 0, so count will not be affected. So I know this thing is difficult to understand, but what you should do is, again, it just comes with practice only. So what you should do is use pen and paper and write down the steps which are involved in solving the problem. So let us name this file as number of one .cpp. So what we have to do, I will take n as input and I am taking a variable count which will tell me how many times 1 appeared in the binary representation. So initially count will be 0. So while my number is greater than 0, what I will do, count plus equals to number and 1. Okay, so this is tricky part. But why it is tricky? Because you have not practiced any problem of this kind. So you may be facing very difficulty, I know. And that is obvious. That is very natural. Because you have not solved these kinds of problem. So how you can come up with this solution? Obviously, you can't come up. Okay. So once you have solved this type of question, then you will be able to understand that how we can solve it. Okay. So number and 1. Either this will be 0 or 1, and we have to update the number. So number equals number right shift 1, and then finally we will see out count. So this is all that we have to do. So let's run our program. So for n equals 5, my output should be 2. Correct. For n equals 7, my output should be 3. Correct. For n equals, let's say 1, my output should be 1. Correct. So our code is correct. So one last time, I know it is very difficult to understand how I approached this problem. How do I know that it will work? And why it is difficult for you? Because this is your first time encountering these types of problem. So it is very difficult to understand, I know. So what you will do is, you will write this code on pen and paper, take some values of n, dry run your code, write the steps that are involved. In each step, write the value of what is the value of count, what is n and 1, right shift n by 1, and all these steps. Okay. So if you have any problem, feel free to ask. Okay. So this is it for this video. Thank you.